From the Gameshow building in downtown Chicago, it's the Gameshow Let's be out of reality TV, Pinklebottom, it's time for Mexico. They like that coaching, drinking wine and families on hopefully car parts. 24 TV and on very nice. From Chicago, they like tempting, no picture. And yo God, free world of great Please welcome Coordinator Action and Marty. Please welcome Rob and and Chicago, their hobbies are shocking. They like the style and red motivation. And freedom! From Texas and Oklahoma, they are dog rescuers and they also enjoy football. Please welcome Rock and Rock. They enjoy eating so much, they wrote eating time to kill. Welcome T-Bone and that's from Pinklebottom, Indiana, as well as the they derive wine making and skating. Please welcome Casey and last but not least, they like making jello shots and welcome to the Gameshow Gameshow, everyone. Okay. Welcome to the Gameshow Gameshow. We're all playing the role contestants with skill and game show awesomeness to the test on a collection of TV's favorite game shows on our game show. I am your host, Neil Pinklebottom.
I am your co-host, Ethan Fairbanks.
And this hour, our contestants will answer trivia questions and attempt to complete our game show challenges in order to collect as many points as possible. Today's top 3 scoring teams will take home prizes, and today's #1 scoring team will be crowned today's game show Kings or Queens! TV viewers, friends, and family at home, thanks for tuning in. It's time to kick away that TV dinner tray, toss away that magazine, and buckle into that lazy boy for an hour of game show awesomeness on the Gameshow Gameshow! Contestants, we've already chosen half of you to go be our studio audience. So go to the green room, get some chairs, and set them up so you can see.
Say goodbye, everyone. You're never going to see him again. It's 7.5 hours. No, you guys get to choose. All right. He's done.
Oh, yeah, that's why I was wrong. All right, so we'll give them a moment to find their seats. Make sure to have an awesome spot right there. And on the board behind me, we will see 6 categories come up. And I'm coming over to you, Rob, because I believe you're the guest of honor. So Rob, we've got 6 categories on the board. Boy bands, show us your match this pose, famous underwear, Disney movies, and U.S. history. Pick a category and point value.
Yeah, I feel confident about boy bands for 5 points.
All right, for 5 points, let's get boy bands on the board. Before he was living La Vida Loca, Ricky Martin sang in what group? And this is the one that came after I spoke.
Menudo.
Is it Menudo? Yes, Marky Mark. Nicely done. Everyone, you can come out here. Just bring the seats. All right, Marky Mark, you've got control of the board.
Let's stick with boy bands for 4.
All right, for 4 points. What group has 2 Mickey Mouse Club alumni in its mix? All right, and this is the one I saw.
NSYNC?
Is it NSYNC? This is NSYNC. You got yourself 4 points and control.
Boy bands for 3.
All right, for 3 points. Apparently, we really like this category. You might call them the original boy bands. They are John, Paul, George, and all right, this is the one that I saw.
Ringo.
Is it Ringo? Yes. There are chairs inside. All right. So next, you've got control of the board. I'm trying to get them. I know they love food.
Boy bands for 2.
All right. I guess we really love this category. Let's
Come on, the boy bands.
What group is the opposite of old adults off the street? All right. This is the one that came after I spoke. Everyone else was early.
Kids on the Block.
New Kids on the Block. Yeah! All right, so I want to make sure we're clear that if I haven't finished speaking, your paddle's out too early. So just don't do that anymore. All right, and be great. Z.
Let's do boy bands for 1.
We're going to kill off the boy bands. All right, what directionally challenged UK boy band had a hit with their first single, What Makes You Beautiful? And this is the one that I saw.
One Direction?
Is it One Direction? Yes, CJ. Really get 1 point and control of the board.
Disney movies for 5.
All right, for 5 points, let's take a look at this question. In Flubber, what is the name of the professor's robot sidekick?
Hey, it's a good movie. Nobody
What
does
is it?
It's a classic Robin Williams favorite. It's a tiny little robot. The name kind of reminds me of Billy Blanks, but not me or you or they or us. In Flubber, what is the name of the professor's robot sidekick?
Okay, we
All right,
have a
let's
guess.
take a guess.
Them?
Is it them? Oh no! Ethan, what is that answer?
The answer we were looking for is Weebo.
Weebo. See, the Billy Blanks is the thing. So for having not said anything at all, I'm coming to you. And go ahead and take control of the board.
Sure. So how about we do match this pose for 2?
All right. So great. In this category, you're going to see a photograph. If you can match the pose on that photograph, put your paddle out. And for 2 points, we'll see if you can match this pose. That was A-Hill.
Oh, get up there, Angel.
A-Hill, come on out. This way, because your audience is here.
Okay.
Cheer her on, everyone! Where's the judges? Okay. You got control of it.
Okay, how about we do match this pose for 3?
All right, for 3 points, can you match this pose? That was S. S. Come on up, show us what you got.
Oh my gosh.
Cheer everyone!
Stay shut. Stay shut. Stay shut. Stay shut.
Get that other foot up there.
The shoes are definitely making it hard.
You can do it. You can do it.
You gotta reference the board.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah! Keep it up there, Scott.
Great, I got
Oh, shoes are a thing.
You got it. You got it.
All right, you got this. Excellent. And I'm going to bring up Oli. stand right here. It's time for you to spin the Wheel of Fortune cookie. Let's give this a nice Oli spin and we will stand along. No whammies! No whammies! No whammies! And that phrase. Stand right there. Stand right there, Oli, because we're going to give you a job to stand right there. I'm going to ask you to pick an opponent from this side of the field.
A-Hill.
A-Hill, excellent. A-Hill, stand right there. You are now the temporary captains of your teams. You will have this job.
Those are the wrong.
Thank you for handing me the right ones. All right, so in just a moment, I'm going to hand you these cards. Your job is to get your teammates to guess as many of the words and phrases on these cards as you can. Okay, you can do or say anything that you like, except for the words that you're trying to get them to guess. So if it were a fire truck, you could say it's a red emergency vehicle, and then it goes woo woo woo. But you cannot say the word fire, you cannot say the word truck, you cannot say the word fire truck. For each word and phrase that your teammates get, you are going to get, each member of your team will get a point. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, Oli and A-Hill, 30 seconds on the clock. Ready, set, go!
It's a little branch on the tree. When a flower blooms, that was
15 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No time! All right, so A-Hill, what phrases did you get?
So we got new ceiling fan application.
All right, that's 3 points for every member of this team. All right, and Oli.
We got twig, nightmare, blossom, pot, and garden.
5 points for every member of this team. Plus 3 points for spinning the wheel. So let's give it up for Oli. Let's give it up for Oli. And I'm coming out to you, albums, because we got a bunch of categories that have not been touched, and you're going to start touching.
U.S. history for 5.
All right, for 5 let's take a look at this question. This person was the first African American ever appointed to the U.S. Supreme Court from 1967 to 1991.
Clarence Thomas?
Is it Clarence Thomas? That was a different guy for sure. Oh, from 1967 to 1967.
Put him down.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
1967 to 1991. All right.
Thurgood Marshall.
Yeah. Marshall. There it is. And you got your first point and control the board.
U.S. history for 4.
All right, for 4 points, U.S. history. What year did the U.S. land on the moon? All right, and that was S-Dot.
1969.
Is it 1969? This is a favorite year of mine and Wayne and Garth. All right, you have to
match this pose for, 1.
All right, for 1 point, can you match this pose? That's A-Hill. A-Hill, come on out. Yeah! All right, A-Hill, that is control of the board to you.
Yes. How about we go ahead with match this pose for 4?
All right, for 4 points, can you match this pose? Oh! Oli and A-Hill, come on out.
You put it out there.
Come on.
Alright, you're both getting points. Alright, I was off. Alright, there you go. And D-Money, I'm giving you control of the
Okay. Let's do Disney movies for 3.
Alright, for 3 points, here's the question on Disney movies. Andy is the name written on the bottom of the boots of this cowboy. Alright, and here we are.
Woody.
Is it Woody?
Yes, it's
Nicely done. That is 3 points for you and control of the board.
Disney 4.
Alright, for 4 points. If Ariel from The Little Mermaid gave you a dingle hopper, what would she be giving you? So first. 4. Is it 4? Yes, yeah! Alright, Robin, it's time for you to come here and spin the Wheel of Fortune.
Alright.
No Grammys! 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 Ooh, this is Everyone's Got Talent! Robin standing right there. And because here on the Gameshow Gameshow, we believe that everyone has talent. And when we say talent, we mean quantity and not quality. So here is a display of 5 talents for you to show off. We have these juggling balls. We have these finger cymbals often associated with belly dancing. We have this hula hoop. We have this kid's joke book. And this guitar. It's only got 5 strings and it's incredibly out of tune. For each of the talents that you can display in 30 seconds, you're going to walk away with the points. Cheer on, everyone. 30 seconds on the clock.
What do you call someone with no body and a nose?
What?
Mom, nobody knows!
Thank you so much. I'll bring this right over and then just a moment. So, congratulations for Robin! Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. You got very cool like fonts on your pendants there. I don't know what it is. Oh, nice. What does it say?
My name.
Does it say Z?
Says Melissa.
Oh, nice.
That's not how you spell Z.
No.
All right, you got control of the board.
Let's try show us your for 1.
Excellent.
Here we go.
Excellent. In this category, you will see a verbal prompt. If you think you can do that thing, then put your paddle out. And for 1 point, you can show us your whip and nay-nay. That's excellent. So come on out. You can stay tuned. You have control of the board seat. It's awesome. Get your paddle out fast.
Let's do show us your for 2.
All right, for 2 points, we're just going to crawl down that little there. Show us your moonwalk. And that is A Hill and also Al Bones.
All right, get out there. Get out there.
Walk off.
We got some music. We got some music.
And Mark, you haven't seen you in a while, so I'm coming to you to give you control.
Famous underwear for 3.
All right, we're going to go in the middle of the famous underwear. What superhero wears red underwear on the outside of his costume? All right, this is the one.
Superman?
Is it Superman?
Yes, it's
He only recently like 2 months ago.
Show us your for 4.
All right, for 4 points, you can show us your silly human trick. That is definitely Robin. Come on out. Tell us what you're going to do, and then you can do it.
I'm going to touch my nose with my tongue.
Let's see that.
Hang on, I gotta warm up.
I think it's there.
It's there.
That is points for you. And now it is time to bring forward. It is time to bring forward CJ. It's time for you to spin the wheel of fortune. No Grammys, 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 no Grammys. That is a spin it to win it. So let's take the spotlight off the seat, and everyone is going to get a chance to earn some points. But not before, CJ, not before you answer a potentially embarrassing question.
Awesome.
Okay. Of these 4 colors, which one's your favorite? Green, white, orange, or blue?
Blue.
Turn around and look inside of your blue drawer. Everyone look inside of your blue drawer. It's time for them to make a spectacle of themselves. Get your cameras out, friends. This is a good time. So, get your cameras out. You can take video of them. That's fine. Here's the deal. You only have 30 seconds to get that ball into that basket, stop, don't start yet, don't start yet. To get that ball in that basket using only the motions of your heads. You may not use your hands to manipulate that ball, but you can use your hands to keep the glasses on your head. If the ball is in that basket at the end of 30 seconds, if that ball is in there at the end of 30 seconds, you will get 5 points. 30 seconds on the clock. Ready, set, go! 15 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's time! Alright, so don't take anything off yet. Only, that's 5 points. High five for you, D Money. CJ, high five. Z, 5 points. Mark, high five. High five to you. We're coming up this. A-Hill, 5 points. Robin Robin, high five. S-Dot, high five. Haley, high five. And 5 points for Albo! Everyone, put your paddles away. Put those glasses back in their drawers. And now, put your right here. A little flip up here. Yes. So, Rob and Albone, in just a moment, Ethan Fairbanks is going to read a question. If you think you have a response that belongs on this board, then ring this bell without breaking my hand. Okay. Thank you. If the response is on the board, we will play with your team immediately. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. Ethan.
If Barbie had to raise some fast cash, name something she might auction off.
Dream house.
Her dream house! Unfortunately, she's a renter. It's really hard being a millennial these days. Rob. Her wardrobe? Her wardrobe! Thank you, Rob. And Cody, we're going to start over here. We're going to start right over here. We have 4 answers on the board. It has been really tough times at Mattel, Oli. So please tell us what Barbie would get rid of. 10! Yes! The money, that's not D-Money. Speaking of D-Money.
Her dream car.
Her dream car! All right, CJ.
Shoes.
Shoes! Z, you have a chance at a clean sweep. Please, no help from the audience, no conferring on the other side, and no help from this side either. Z, this could be a clean sweep.
I don't know, her accessories, I don't know.
Can you be specific?
Her, like, her purses, I don't know.
Her purses! Oh, so sorry, Z. All right, Marky Mark, we only have 1 strike and we only have 1 answer, so no pressure yet.
A date.
A date! Oh, those are delicious sweet fruits. All right, so Rob, we have 1 answer and only 1 chance. So if you get this right, you're going to get the points for the team. If you get it wrong, the other team's going to get 10 seconds to confer and a chance to steal. It's all pressure, yes.
Her jewelry?
Her jewelry! All right. Haley, come on up. No Grammys! No Grammys! No Grammys! No Grammys! Stand right here because we're going to play one of our favorite games, and that is a game that we call Stinko! Hal, you're going to drop a puck down here, and wherever it lands, you're going to get those points. But I'm going to give you a chance, Haley, to double that score. Yes, we're working on it. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. Inside of this briefcase, there are pucks. If you can correctly identify the scent of the scratch and sniff sticker on that puck, you will get double that score. So which one do you want, Haley?
Let's go with this one.
All right, Haley, this is a sweet food item.
think
It is a sweet food item that starts with the letter C. You might find this in a sundae.
Cherry.
It's very sweet.
Are they all the same thing?
Yes,
Okay.
it's very sweet. Starts with the letter C. You might find it in a sundae.
Do I tell you?
Yeah.
Ready?
What?
Cherry.
Cherry!
Do I do it on this side or is it? Okay.
Well,
I'm gonna say the audience if they want to see
the audience wants to see
Where
it.
do I go? Don't.
Help her out! Give it up for Haley. Yeah. It's now time to bring forward S. Dot and CJ.
All right.
Team. There's a dance off. Come on, let's down.
Got it, dance off.
Shake hands. Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. And even.
Name something people are often chased by in movies.
Bad guy.
Bad guys.
Bad
Yeah. Sorry, that's okay. We'll play on this side. Z. Z, you look so familiar. It's like I've seen you in a lot of movies. So tell us, what would be chasing you if you were in a movie?
The axe murderer.
An axe murderer! That's kind of in the bad guys
Unfortunately,
category.
falls under the category of bad guy.
Marky Mark.
Some nice axe.
Monster.
A monster! There it is! All right, Rob.
Dog?
A dog! Holy! 2 answers left.
The Pops. I mean Cops.
The Pops! The Boston Pops!
The police cops. Otherwise known
The
as
police! There it is! I thought you meant the Pope. That guy with the white hat. D Money, we've got only 1 answer on the board. Only 1 strike, so no pressure yet.
Ghost.
Ghosts! Come this way. Everyone else go that way.
Right off your paddles.
Leave your paddles where they came from.
Let's go! Yeah!
Melissa Z.
All right. Here we're teammates. We have some of them.
She was back and she brought a drink.
All right. We're missing 1 player from this side. Looks like we're missing 1 player over here.
Sabrina.
Where's the Duchess?
The Duchess of Awesome is missing.
Sabrina.
All right. We're gonna start.
Nobody
We're
heard
gonna start. Diva and M Money, come on up.
Oh, boy.
Shake hands. Put your hands behind your back. You don't need your paddles at all for this game.
It's alright. Nobody hears the Duchess.
That's okay. So, both hands behind your back. Ethan, when you're ready.
Name an animal you could recognize just by its nose.
A hug.
A pug! Yeah! And we're going to continue over here. Mosara. Mosara, name a creature whose proboscis tickles your memory fibers.
Porcupines.
Porcupines!
Oh!
They do have noses that are memorable, but apparently, Drea.
Elephant.
An elephant! Percolator X.
Mouse.
A mouse! Oh! Here's some tails. Kara, we've got 4 answers on the board. Only 1 chance. So if you get this right, we'll continue to play with your team. If you get this wrong, the other team will get 10 seconds to confer and a chance to seal. So, name an animal you could recognize just by its nose.
A pig.
A pig!
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
We're coming back around to Eve.
Diva,
my
Duchess, do I
answers.
have to take away
I'm
points
gonna
for conferring?
No conferring, please.
Don't take points.
I'm going to say it first.
A bird! Oh, that's a Eve. Bill, take 10 seconds.
No, we were
Sizing. No, don't say bird. I mean, you say bird.
All right, your time is up. Please separate.
All right, and I am coming over to you, Stacy. That's right. Stacy, you are team. And Peter!
Oh, yeah.
teal. Go ahead and stand right there, Kara. Kara, right here. You're going to notice over on this side of the room, we have 4 briefcases. 2 of them are teal. 2 of them are steel. See, that's not teal, okay? I'm going to ask you to pick 2 of those briefcases and put them down right here. Help her out, everyone. The teal one, the steel one. Left, right, hold up, hold up. Okay, great, excellent. Kara, put those right down. And what you did not know is that inside of these briefcases, there's a 0, a 1, a 2, and a 5, and Ethan is going to show you the 2 that you did not pick.
Well, you're not getting a 1.
You're not getting
It's just a 1, don't worry.
It's a 1. I don't care about that.
And Kara, you're also not getting a 5.
So we know that in there, there's a 0 and a 2. Help her make a choice! Wait, ring, ring. Ring, ring, you just got a call. You just got a call from the bank. So you can walk away with 1 point, or you can open up this briefcase. Kara, help her make a choice.
Let's open it up.
All right.
Come on. Do it. Down. You feel it.
Kara.
Let's give it up for Kara! And now, it's time for our final round of Trivia Feud. And let's get T-Bone and Drea right here for our last round of Trivia Feud. And shake hands, put your hands behind your back. And Ethan, when you're ready.
All right, folks. Name something parents tell their kids not to waste.
Their food.
Food! And we will continue on the side. It has been pretty even. Percolator X, you look like you might have had parents at some point. I've lost mine.
Too Don't waste.
Don't waste.
30 seconds on.
Are you trying to help him, Stacy?
Water.
If you ever have kids, what would you tell them not to waste?
Money.
Money! All right, good. All right, next up is Eve. Eve, yeah, tell us what you think.
Time.
Time! Yes! All right, and money.
Their education.
Your education! That's a thing that I only hear in this room. People actually say, "Wait, don't waste your education." I've never heard that phrase before. I've never heard that spoken. Really?
All right.
Very Midwestern thing.
I can. Yes, definitely.
But we're actors, we don't know. All right, so Montserrat.
Their youth.
Oh wait! All right, Drea. We've got 1 answer left. Only 1 strike, so no pressure yet.
Let's make it up.
Don't look at me. I'm not
Don't
giving you
waste
answers.
their crap. I don't even know.
Don't waste their crap. Is that your
Don't waste
Don't waste your breath.
Percolator X, that's one of the best defense lines that we've ever had on this show. Thank you.
That's so good.
I honestly have never
3, 2, 1.
Not
Separate.
CV.
Every one of them.
CV.
Energy.
Energy!
Oh, that's a good one.
All right, no whammies! No whammies! No whammies! No whammies! And that that is a scavenger hunt. Go ahead and take your spot. So here is our scavenger hunt. Everyone who's on the stage right now, you're going to get a chance to earn some points. And that is by finding an object in this room. But here's the deal. You do not need to touch that object. If you move from where you are standing now, I will put you back. Don't leave where you're standing. All you need to do is raise your hand, and if at the end of 30 seconds you can identify where that object is,
Harry,
we
you're
will give
looking
you 5
early. Do I
points.
have to deduct points?
Okay, it will not be inside your drawers. It will not be behind the curtains. It will not be in the studio audience. So don't look over there. And 30 seconds, you have 30 seconds on the clock to find the object that is listed on top of your drawer. Turn around on top of your drawer.
Please raise your hand if you found it. Raise your hand high. You find your object. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, Duchess, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay,
T-Bone, thanks for helping out. All right, Eve, what were you looking for?
A cow.
Did you find the cow?
Yes, right over there.
Don't say that about Stacy. Oh, up there.
Yes.
Very nice. Excellent job. And money.
Disco ball?
Did you find the disco ball? That's a microphone.
Oh,
Oh, good eye, Emily. Nice job. Most around.
a baseball.
Did you find a baseball? That is a baseball. Nicely done. 5 points for you, Drea.
Fish.
Did you find a fish? There it is. Hook, line, and sinker. You got 5 points. Percolator.
Fortune cookie.
Did you find a fortune
It's
cookie?
right over there.
It's on the wheel.
A pig.
Did you find a pig?
Right.
Come on.
That's me.
Over there. On the
you,
speaker.
Drea.
Nicely done, Kara. Excellent job. 5 points for you. Diva, what were you looking for?
A rubber ducky.
Did you find a rubber ducky?
Yes, right there.
Rubber ducky, you're the one who's going to get those points. 5 points for you. Duchess of Awesome.
I just barely found it.
I know.
You got so much
A
help.
cheese grater.
And what was it? Where is it?
It's way up there.
Yeah! She found it! T-Bone, we're giving you an extra point for helping
Yes,
out.
I
Okay. T-Bone, what did you find?
Baseball mitt.
There's your baseball mitt, 5 points. Plus 1 for helping out. And Stacey,
A gnome.
did you find a gnome?
Right there.
Oh, we're in Alaska. That's it. Oh, nicely done. And CDs.
Hey, red kiss.
Did you find a red piss? That is Kara's face.
That's yours.
Oh, there, right there. All right, that's okay. We're rocking with okay. That's okay. That's 5 points. All right, so everyone, let's give it up for our players. Now, because we're going into our 2nd round of trivia questions, and here's what's going on. I'm coming over to you, Percolator X, because we've got 6 new categories showing up. Uh-oh.
Need a moment.
Here we are.
And the reveal.
Those categories are Sing That Verse, Iconic Clothing, Impressions, Super Challenges, Chicago Sports, and Cards. Please pick a category and point value.
I'm gonna go with Chicago Sports for 5.
All right, for Chicago Sports, only Chicago Sports. Did you say 5 points? I heard 5 points.
Five.
What is the name of Chicago's WNBA team?
Oh, damn it.
There we go. Percolator X.
Sky.
Is it the Sky?
That's it.
Percolator and
Can I very quickly point out, Stacy, your first instinct was
We'll keep rolling with that for 4.
4 points in Chicago Sports.
going right up.
How many championships have the Blackhawks?
You did good.
Blackhawks won. All right, Stacy. 6. Is it 6?
It is!
Most people in Chicago don't know that.
No, that's true.
Most people in Chicago do not know that.
Do not know that.
That's true.
99% of people who show up here do not know that.
Okay.
All right.
Chicago Sports for 3.
All right, for 3 points. This soccer team shares its name with a locally shot TV
Wait.
show. All right, there it is, and money.
Chicago Fire.
Is it Chicago Fire? It is Chicago Fire. Control the board.
Wait till we get that iconic clothing.
Let's do carbs for 5.
All right, carbs for 5.
Ooh.
What cereal is known as the breakfast of champions? All right, there it is, Duchess. You were right. All right, and you got control of the board.
I'm going to take iconic clothing for 4, please.
All right, for 4 points, iconic clothing. In 2010, Lady Gaga wore a dress made out of what atypical material to the MTV Video Music Awards? All right, and this is the one I saw.
Ham?
It's not ham, unfortunately. It's not. Have money.
Meat.
Is it meat?
Yes.
Yes!
Oh,
It was beef. It was raw beef. Unfortunately, you cannot say it was ham. You got control of the board.
Iconic clothing for 3.
All right, for 3 points. What was Steve Urkel's favorite clothing accessory? All right, later.
Suspenders.
Suspenders! Control of the board.
Let's go back to Chicago sports for 2.
All right, climb up that ladder. Name Chicago's 2 MLB teams. All right, and that was you, Diva.
White Sox and the Cubs. I'm going to sing that verse.
All right, excellent. In this category, you're going to see the lyrics to a song. I will read out those lyrics, and if you can sing the remainder of the song, then you will get those points. Sing that verse for 2. Just a small town girl. All right, and that's Duchess of Awesome.
Oh, come on.
Again, just a small town girl. All right, and that was you.
Living in a lonely world.
Yeah! You got yourself those points and control of the board.
Impressions for 5.
All right, great. In this category, you're going to see the name of a character or person. If you can do an impression of them, then for 5 points, you can put your paddle out, and for 5 points, let's see an impression of Cher. All right, and that was definitely Montserrat.
You got it, girl.
I don't know.
She got the hair slick, but nothing else.
Right.
All right, and that was definitely Brooklyn.
Do you believe in love?
There you go. There you go. And Greya, come on out. It's time for you to stay in the No whammies! 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 Oh, there we go. The arrow's this way. Teardrop door! Stand right here, Graham, because you're going to run into our most terrifying event.
He's like fear factor. He's like, oh my God.
Oh yes, Graham. Oh yes.
This is our teardrop door! All right, so don't be too scared, Graham, but I'm going to ask you to look right inside here and tell us what you see. He's like, okay.
Oh. Wait.
What are they?
Like what really is?
Yeah.
Jelly bellies.
Jelly belly! Here's the deal. My microphone just went dead.
Oh no.
Yeah. So here's the deal. You've got to eat one of those jelly beans. You're going to walk away with 5 points if you can eat one of those jelly beans and tell us what flavor it is. Here's the catch. Here's the catch. One of these jelly beans is delicious, and the other jelly bean is not at all delicious. So, for 5, I'll even let you know, one of those jelly beans is delicious tutti frutti. See, it's refreshing. It's like punch on a nice summer day. The other one is stinky socks. So, for 5 points, eat one of those jelly beans and tell us what it is. Cheer on, everyone!
You can do it!
Come on, girl.
Don't do it!
I'm so scared. Tutti frutti.
Another tryout!
That is literally the first time I've seen that happen. Congratulations.
It's like real.
Kara, you got control of the board.
Carbs for 4.
All right, for 4 points, let's take a look at this
Stocking
question.
up my carbs.
What is it called when a runner will eat a large meal, usually pasta, the night before a race? All right, CB.
Carb loading.
Is it?
I'll take Chicago sports for 1.
All right, let's kill Chicago sports. What is Chicago's NFL team? Please. This was the one that came after I said,
Bears.
Is it the Bears? No. Done. And you got control again.
Ooh, okay. Iconic clothing for 5.
All right, for 5 points, iconic clothing. In A Christmas Story, the Pink Nightmare is a nickname for what outfit? All right, and it is Duchess of Awesome.
A bunny PJ outfit with feet.
Is that it?
All right, Duchess, that was very complete, so I'm going to give you an extra point.
There you go. Here's control.
Thank you. I'm gonna take iconic clothing for 2 points.
All right, for 2 points, iconic clothing. What color was Michael Jackson's jacket in the Thriller video? All right, Percolator.
Red.
Is it red?
Yes.
That is it for Percolator. All right, and we've got control of 4.
It's red and black.
Let's go with impressions for 3.
All right, for 3 points, let's see an impression of Scooby-Doo. All right, Stacy.
Wait.
Scooby-Doo-Doo-Doo-Doo.
Sing that verse for 3.
All right, for 3 points, I Can Sketch No. All right, and this is the one that I saw, Drea.
Satisfaction.
Yeah!
Let's do super challenges for 4.
All right, for 4 points, what is the super challenge? Ethan, can you get them started on that?
Absolutely. Come on down here, Drea.
Oh.
I want you to choose somebody to race with you from the people out here on the stage.
Oh, anybody?
Anybody who's not sitting over there.
I'll do Michelle. But have money.
And money, get on down here. You can leave your paddles.
Okay.
But Drea, now choose 2 people to race against you.
Oh!
Same qualifications.
Yeah, Cynthia and Stacey.
Come on down here. You 2 are going to be on this side. You all might want to switch back just a little bit.
You can do it.
All right, folks. Now, here's how it's going to happen. We're not going to tie up your legs. It's not that kind of game show. All you're going to do, Neil can demonstrate, you're just going to loop one of your inside legs over the other person's leg. There we go. Just one at a time. That's how it works. Excellent. Now, you guys are going to have 10 seconds to race to Neil and give him a high five. Whoever gets that high five first gets the Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go! What was that, Neil?
That was like hot! And Diva, come on up and see you spin the wheel. No Grammys! No Grammys! No Grammys! No Grammys! No Grammys! And that is whose time is it anyway? Diva, stand right here. I'm going to ask you to pick 2 teammates from anyone on the play field right now. 2 teammates.
Okay, I'm gonna pick Tiffany and Karen.
T-Bone. T-Bone again.
T-Bone, I'm going to ask you to stand right right in front of Diva. And Kara, you're going to stand right here. And here's the job. This is a good one for your cameras. You can bring them real close if you want to take this one. Because they're playing Whose Dime Is It Anyway? And here's the job. You have these dimes here. And also, T-Bone, one of these never before used tongue depressors. Go ahead and take one out and make a diving board out of your mouth with it, please. All right, arms akimbo like so. And here, Put that on and stick your arms right through there, Diva. And here's the thing. Your job is to, as a team, get these dimes onto that stick. Okay, onto that stick. Let me see, I think I found an extra.
She's so tall.
No, it's not there. Okay, so everyone, here's what's going to happen. Kara, your job is to guide them. You cannot touch them. You cannot touch the dimes or the table, but you can tell them which dimes to get and to get on that stick. At the end of 30 seconds, the silver dimes will be worth 1 point. This gold dime will be worth 3 points. And these stepped-on looking dimes, if you have any of those at the end, you will get no points at all.
Oh my God.
Okay. 30 seconds on the clock. Ready, set, go!
Okay. Oh, I got it! Woo! Hey, girl, you got it! Oh my God. Oh my God. Perfect.
Oh.
Look at it!
15 seconds left.
Oh!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that's time! Alright, let's drop those down. And that is, oh no! There's one of the dark ones on there. And that means that you get no. Oh! One of the ones that were. You did knock it off. I'm so sorry. Let's give it up for our players! We are in the last minute of the Game Show. We're in the last minute of the Game Show, so we're in lightning round. That means double points! We're going to pick the categories and point values, and let's start with impressions for 4. Bugs Bunny!
Come on, Stacy!
All right, Stacy.
That's all, folks.
Oh, that's what you did! Duchess.
I know this one.
What's up, guys?
Yeah! Sing that verse for 4. Because if you liked it, all right, percolator.
You would have put a ring on it.
All right, we're going to go to cards for 3. Cards for 3. The cronut is a cross between what two breakfast carbs? All right, this is the one.
A donut and a croissant?
Yeah! Sing that verse for 5. If you see a faded sign at the side of the road that says 15 miles to the... I'm so sorry.
Love.
Yeah! I'm going to call all of our teammates on the field. We got one challenge left, and that is super challenge number 2. So everyone join up, find your spot on the floor here. I know that we have more bodies on this side than this side, so I'll do a quick check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Everybody. Neil, can you go talk to people on All right, folks. If I may have your attention, please, folks, in the Game Show. Your challenge is going to be
someone must have unlocked that door. All right, everyone. So here's what's going to happen. We have how many bodies out here on this side? 12. How many bodies on this side?
No, wait, she had her partner here to lead. Can she just join us?
How many bodies on this side?
9.
9. Okay, so there are 12 bodies on this side. There are 9 on this side. So here's what's going to happen. This is the netball pass. We have these very specially designed balls that only go between your chin and your chest. They don't go anywhere else. So I'm going to hand this to you, Oli. I'm going to hand this to you, Diva. And here's what's going to happen. You're going to pass those from neck to neck to neck all the way down until it reaches who's last? Kara, until it reaches you. And then when it reaches you, Albones, then it's going to join. You 3 are going to go to the end of the line. And once it's done with the third one of you, then your job, Tara, and the third person here on this side, Duchess, is to get it in this ball once it gets to you your second time. Okay?
The second time.
You guys are gonna go down one.
Well, because they have less players. So here's the deal. The first team to get the ball in the basket, every member of that team is getting 10 points.
Yes. I'm the third. She has to go.
Why? Oh, you gotta go. Okay, take care.
If I ever get it.
So we need one more.
I'll go.
All right. Ready, set, go!
Oh my, I'm gonna log into the MyHR.
In just a moment, we will tabulate our scores. We don't know who has won yet, but if you end up winning, Eve, where will you go?
I'm gonna go back to Dallas.
We are ready.
All right, so let's find out. Are there any ties for first, second, or third?
In fact, we do have a third place tie.
All right, lovely. We have the final. So
Excellent. Our third place winners, folks, are the wonderful team of Stacy and Haley and
you're each taking home taking home a limited edition bottle from Ragnarok Axe Throwing. Who's our second place?
our second place winner is CB and Alba.
You are each taking home a free pass to Ragnarok Axes. That is where we will teach you how to throw axes at the wall, and you will have awesome axes. Let's give it up for CB and Alba!
Folks, we have to crown some royalty here, so please give it up for your game show winners, Rock and Robin.
Not only are you taking home a water bottle and a pass to Ragnarok Axes, you are now our game show queen! All right, everyone. Let's bow to your kings, everyone. Let's bow to your All right, let's dance it out.
All right.
Put it out! Put it out! Bring it in! Bring it in! And